takeaway alcohol restrictions in Alice Springs will be extended by the Northern Territory government, given their success over the past few months. The number of alcohol-related incidents at the hospital in Alice Springs has almost halved since the measures were introduced. Domestic violence in the community has also reduced. The NT government will continue to restrict alcohol sales to one per person per day and will limit the hours it's sold. Let's bring in the Minister for Regional Development, Local Government and Territories, Kristy McBain, who is in Alice Springs this afternoon. Thanks for your time. Is that the feedback you've received, that those alcohol bans being put back in place have made a tangible difference?
I'm here in Alice Springs talking to local governments from across the territory at the Local Government Association of the Northern Territory. The feedback here is that it has been a welcome solution. Obviously not a long-term solution. There is more that needs to be done. But at the moment, obviously, those decisions have been made by the Northern Territory government to extend those restrictions. And I think the community has welcomed that.
What are you picking up in terms of the view towards the voice to Parliament? You know that Peter Dutton has been in Alice Springs quite a bit lately. He's appointed Jacinta Nampa-Jimpa-Price as the new Indigenous Australian spokesperson, based in part on her knowledge of how difficult things are on the ground. What's the view towards the voice when it comes to balancing that with the real world challenges right now being faced by our Indigenous community?
Yeah, look, it's clear from the local councils that I've been speaking to over the last day and a half that they want information on the voice, but they actually want a voice put in place. They want to know that their views are going to be heard and it's going to result in tangible action. A voice that can't be taken away by the whim of any future government, one that is enshrined in our Constitution. So I think that overwhelmingly it has been a positive reception to the voice from a number of the councils that I've spoken to. And having been with Marion Scrimgeour, the member for Lingiari, on the ground over the last day and a half, there are a lot of organisations that have been in contact with her in support of the voice.
Now, do you think that the appointment of Senator Price will make it more difficult to get the referendum over the line?
Oh, look, I think that there is a lot of work that's being done in grassroots communities around the country, providing information on what the referendum will mean, what the change to the Constitution entails, and what a voice looks like going forward. Overwhelmingly, the majority of people that I've been speaking to have talked to us about the positive difference that it could make in regional and remote communities. I think the appointment of Jacinta Price as the Indigenous spokesperson for the coalition cements their view, which, Jacinta is a member of the CLP, and their view was formed well before any details of the voice came out. So I don't think there's going to be any positive solutions put forward by the coalition. And what we can see is people really keen to understand the positive impact it could make on communities.
And you said you've been spending some time with Marion Scrimgeour, the member, the Labor Party MP for that area. What's her feedback been about the law and order crisis that Alice Springs has had to grapple with?
Oh, look, I think, as I said a couple of weeks ago on your program, this is an issue that people in the Territory have been dealing with for a number of years now. I know Marion does a fantastic job, and on Saturday, she's got a group of Indigenous leaders coming together to talk about the solutions that should be put in place for these communities here with the NT government and with the support of Minister Birney's office as well.
Kristy McBain, Minister for Local Government and Territories, appreciate it. Talk to you soon.
Thanks very much.